Dear soul, something extraordinary is about to unfold in your life. A great change is approaching, a shift so profound that it has the power to transform your destiny forever. Your soulmate has made a courageous decision, one that will set everything in motion. This is not a coincidence. This is divine intervention. Heaven itself has been working behind the scenes, aligning every detail, preparing the path, and now the moment has arrived. But there is something crucial you must understand before this transformation takes place. This union was chosen by God long before you even realized it. The connection between you and your soulmate is not ordinary. It is sacred, written in the stars, and guided by the divine. But even with fate on your side, something still needs to happen for this love to fully manifest. The decision has been made, but the path to union is not yet complete. There is something essential that you must know, something that could determine how quickly this long-awaited moment arrives. You may feel the energy shifting already. You may have sensed the presence of your soulmate in ways you cannot explain, through dreams, signs, or sudden emotions that seem to come from nowhere. That is because the universe has been whispering to you, preparing your heart, urging you to pay attention. But now, the whispers are turning into a clear message, a message that you cannot afford to ignore. What your soulmate has decided will change everything, but there is something even more important that you need to hear before you take the next step. Are you truly ready for this? Before I reveal the truth about what is happening, there is one thing that will make all the difference. Pay close attention, dear soul, because what I am about to share with you may be the key to unlocking the love that has been waiting for you all along. Dear soul, now that you understand how divine forces have orchestrated this moment, it is time to unveil what has been set in motion. Your soulmate has finally made a choice, a decision that was not easy, but was guided by the deepest truth of their heart. This is a decision that will shift the course of both of your lives, breaking the silence that has held them back and allowing love to take its rightful place. For a long time, your soulmate has struggled with doubts, fears, and the weight of past experiences. They have tried to silence the voice within them that always called out to you, telling them that you were the one. But no matter how much they tried to ignore it, the truth remained. The universe has sent them countless signs, just as it has sent to you, reminding them that this connection is something beyond their control. It is not just a fleeting emotion or a momentary attraction. This love has been written in divine energy, waiting for the perfect time to be revealed. And now, dear soul, that time has come. Your soulmate has reached a point where they can no longer run from this truth. The realization hit them suddenly, perhaps in a moment of deep reflection, or perhaps through a sign that was too powerful to ignore. They have understood that their life feels incomplete without you, that something inside them longs for your presence in a way they can no longer deny. But this decision is not just about longing, it is about action. They have chosen to take a step toward you, to break the chains of fear, hesitation, and uncertainty. They are ready to move forward, no longer bound by the doubts that once kept them away. But this is where the divine test begins, dear soul, because even though the decision has been made, it is not yet complete. Something still stands in the way, something that needs to be resolved before this love can fully bloom into the reality you have always hoped for. There is an invisible barrier, one that has held your soulmate back for far too long. Perhaps it is a lingering fear of rejection, the wounds of the past still fresh in their heart. Perhaps it is the influence of external forces, voices telling them that this love is impossible or that they are not worthy of it. Or maybe, dear soul, the barrier is something deeper, something that even you have unknowingly contributed to. You see, divine love is not just about two souls coming together. It is about alignment. The energies between you and your soulmate must be fully open and receptive for this union to take place in the way it is meant to. If there are doubts, fears, or unresolved emotions within you, they can create an energetic block, slowing down what has already been set into motion. The universe is calling for both of you to be fully prepared, fully aligned, fully trusting in the path that has been laid before you. This is why it is so important for you to understand the role you play in this transformation. Your soulmate has made their choice, but now, it is your turn. You must open your heart, release any lingering fears, and prepare yourself for what is to come, because what happens next depends not just on them, but on you as well. Have you truly let go of the past? Have you truly allowed yourself to believe that this love is possible? Have you cleared your heart of doubts, pain, and resistance? If not, dear soul, this is your moment to do so. The universe is giving you a chance to align yourself completely, to become the vessel for the love that is meant to flow into your life. Your soulmate has chosen you. They have realized that they cannot live another day without stepping toward this love. But now, you must do the same. You must meet them halfway, sending out the energy that tells the universe you are ready. And yet, dear soul, there is still more you must know. Because even though this decision has been made, there is one final challenge that must be faced before the two of you can come together. It is a challenge that will test your faith, your patience, and your willingness to trust in divine timing. You may be wondering, what is this final test? Why must there always be something standing in the way of love? The answer, dear soul, is that true love is not just about receiving. It is about becoming. You are being prepared, just as your soulmate is, to step into the highest version of yourself, the version that is capable of embracing this love fully, without fear, without hesitation. And so, as much as your soulmate longs to be with you, as much as they have chosen to follow their heart, they must first prove to the universe and to themselves that they are truly ready, just as you must do the same. Because when two souls of this magnitude come together, the energy they create is powerful, life-changing. It has the ability to transform not only your lives, but the lives of those around you. That is why the universe does not allow this union to happen carelessly. It must be done with intention, with preparation, with full awareness. Your soulmate is being tested at this very moment, and so are you. The decision has been made, but the journey is not yet complete. There is one final revelation, one last step that will determine how quickly this love manifests in the physical world. And dear soul, this step is entirely in your hands. Are you ready to know what it is? Because what comes next is the most important message of all. Pay close attention, because this could change everything. Dear soul, now that you know your soulmate has made a decision, you may feel a sense of relief, a rush of hope flooding your heart. But there is something crucial that you must understand. This path to union is not without its challenges. The decision has been made, but something still stands in the way. And if this obstacle is not addressed, it could delay or even block the union that is meant to happen. This is not to discourage you, dear soul, but rather to prepare you, because knowledge is power, and when you understand the nature of the challenge ahead, you are no longer at the mercy of uncertainty. Instead, you can take action, you can align yourself, and you can move in the direction of this love with full awareness. The obstacle that stands in the way is not external. It is not a person, nor a circumstance that cannot be changed. No, dear soul, this obstacle is something much deeper. It is within. It exists in the form of fear, doubt, and past wounds that have not yet healed. It is the hesitation, the uncertainty, the silent whisper that says, "What if this is not real? What if I am not ready? What if I get hurt again?" And here is something many do not realize. When two souls are deeply connected, they mirror each other. If you carry fears, your soulmate feels them. If you doubt, your soulmate senses that uncertainty. And so, as much as they have chosen to move toward you, there is still something holding them back. And that something is the energy of unhealed wounds, lingering in the background, influencing the speed at which this love can fully manifest. You may think, but I want this love. I have been waiting. I have been open. And that is true, dear soul. Your heart longs for this union, but is every part of you truly ready? Or is there still a part of you that fears what will happen when this love finally arrives? The universe is wise. It does not bring something into your life before you are fully ready to receive it. And so, it is asking you now, are you truly prepared? If your soulmate were to appear before you today, if they were to pour out their heart and confess everything, would you be able to embrace it without hesitation? Or would you find yourself questioning, overthinking, worrying about what comes next? You see, love requires surrender, and surrender requires trust. You cannot hold on to both fear and love at the same time. One must be released for the other to fully thrive. And this, dear soul, is the challenge that now stands before you. Your soulmate is feeling the pull toward you. They have made their decision, but the energy must be clear for this connection to move forward. And that means both of you must face whatever fears remain. But here is the beautiful truth. This is not a punishment. This is not a delay meant to frustrate you. This is a divine opportunity, because when you recognize what needs to be healed, you gain the power to heal it. And when you heal, you open the door for love to flow in effortlessly, without resistance. So now, dear soul, I ask you, what is the fear that still lingers in your heart? Is it the fear of being hurt? The fear of being abandoned? The fear that this love is too good to be true? Or is it the fear of change itself, of stepping into a love so powerful that it transforms everything? Whatever it is, recognize it, acknowledge it, because only by bringing it into the light can it be released. And here is something even more important. You do not have to do this alone. The universe is supporting you. The angels are guiding you. But you must be willing to take the first step. Your soulmate is on the edge of taking that final leap toward you, but the energy must be fully open for them to do so. This is the time to let go of the old wounds, to free yourself from the fears that no longer serve you. Because the moment you do, dear soul, everything will begin to shift. The final barriers will dissolve, and your soulmate will feel the pull toward you stronger than ever before. But there is still something else you need to know. Because while healing your own heart is essential, there is one more thing that must happen before this union can take place. And it is something so powerful that once you understand it, you will never look at this journey the same way again. Prepare yourself, dear soul, because what I am about to reveal will change everything. Dear soul, now that you understand the hidden obstacles that have been delaying this union, it is time to reveal something even more powerful, something that has been placed in your path by divine hands. You may not have realized it yet, but God has already given you a sign, a confirmation, that this love is not only real, but also meant to happen. This sign was not random. It was placed before you as a message, as a whisper from the heavens, guiding you toward what is coming. The problem is that many people do not recognize these signs when they appear. They dismiss them as coincidences, as random moments, not realizing that these are divine signals designed to prepare their hearts for what is to come. But you, dear soul, are here for a reason. You are not hearing this message by chance. The universe has brought you to this exact moment so that you may finally understand what has been happening around you. And once you open your eyes to the truth, everything will begin to make sense. Have you noticed certain patterns repeating in your life lately? Perhaps you have been seeing repeated numbers, 111, 222, 777. These are angel numbers, signs from the divine that indicate alignment. Or maybe you have been hearing a certain song over and over, one that seems to speak directly to your heart, reminding you of something you cannot explain. Have you felt a sudden wave of emotion out of nowhere? As if something, or someone, was thinking of you intensely. That, dear soul, was your soulmate's energy reaching out to you. Because when two souls are connected on a divine level, their thoughts, emotions, and even their longing for each other can be felt across space and time. But there is one sign in particular that holds the greatest significance. One sign that, when you recognize it, will confirm everything. You may have dreamed of your soulmate recently. Maybe you saw them in a way that felt so real, as if you were actually together in another place, another reality. That was not just a dream. That was a message, a glimpse into what is being aligned for you. Or perhaps you have encountered their name unexpectedly, over and over again, on a billboard, in a book, in a conversation you were not even a part of. This is the universe's way of showing you that they are closer than you think. And here is something even more incredible. Your soulmate has been receiving signs about you as well. They may not fully understand them yet, but they feel them. They know, deep in their soul, that something is shifting. Something is pulling them toward you. That is why this moment is so important. Because now that you are aware of these signs, you must do something crucial. You must acknowledge them. You must accept them as the confirmation that they truly are. So I ask you, dear soul, have you noticed any of these signs? Have you felt the presence of your soulmate in ways you cannot explain? If so, it is time to embrace the truth. This is not your imagination. This is divine alignment at work. And if you have not yet seen these signs, do not worry. Because now that you are aware, they will begin to appear more clearly than ever before. The universe has been waiting for you to be ready, and now you are. But there is still one final revelation about these signs that you must understand. Because while they are meant to guide you, they also serve another purpose, one that is even more powerful. And once you understand what this purpose is, you will never again doubt the path you are on. You will know, with absolute certainty, that your soulmate is not just a dream, but a reality waiting to unfold. Pay close attention, dear soul, because what comes next will reveal exactly what you must do to take the next step toward this love that has always been meant for you. Dear soul, now that you are aware of the signs that God and the universe have been sending you, it is time to go deeper. You see, recognizing a sign is only the first step. The real question is, do you truly understand what it means? Because a sign is not just a confirmation, it is an invitation. An invitation for you to take action, to open your heart, and to align yourself with what is coming. Many people receive signs but do not act on them. They see the repeating numbers, they hear the name, they feel the presence, but instead of embracing the message, they hesitate, they question it, they wonder if they are imagining things, and in doing so, they resist the very guidance they have been asking for. But you, dear soul, you are different. You are being called to recognize these signs not just as random events, but as divine instructions. Think back to the last time you felt something unexplainable, a sudden wave of warmth in your heart, a feeling of longing that wasn't your own. That was your soulmate thinking of you, reaching out in ways beyond words. When this happens, it is not just a moment to acknowledge, it is a moment to respond. But how do you respond to a sign? You do so by opening your energy to it, by showing the universe that you are aware, that you are ready, that you are aligned with the love that is on its way. And there is a way to do this, dear soul, one that will help you strengthen your connection with your soulmate and accelerate the path toward union. First, you must acknowledge the signs when they appear. The next time you see that repeating number, hear that song, or feel that unexplainable presence, do not dismiss it. Instead, say, I see this sign, and I accept its message. This simple act of recognition sends a signal to the universe that you are aware, that you are paying attention, and that you are open to receiving more. Second, you must hold gratitude for these signs. Even if you do not yet understand their full meaning, be thankful for them. Gratitude is one of the most powerful frequencies, and when you express gratitude for the signs you receive, you align yourself with even more divine guidance. Third, you must prepare your heart. Signs are not just meant to be observed, they are meant to inspire action. The universe is preparing you for something greater, but it needs you to be ready. And the way you prepare is by removing any remaining doubt, by embracing faith over fear, by allowing yourself to believe that this love is already yours. And here is something even more important. Dear soul, there is one sign that holds more power than all the others. One sign that, when you see it, you will know, without a shadow of a doubt, that your soulmate is closer than ever before. This sign comes in a way that feels almost like magic. It is a moment that takes your breath away, a moment that feels too perfect to be mere coincidence. It could be a message, a vision, a meeting that happens when you least expect it. But when it comes, you will know, because your heart will recognize it instantly. And when that moment happens, dear soul, you must not hesitate. You must trust, because when God gives you a sign that powerful, it means that the time is near. Your soulmate has made a decision, the universe has aligned everything, and all that remains is for you to step forward with faith. But there is still one more thing you must do, because while recognizing the signs is essential, there is a final step, one that will ensure that you do not miss the moment when everything changes. And what I'm about to reveal next, dear soul, is the most important thing of all, because this is what will determine how quickly this love manifests in your life. It is time to understand the final key to unlocking your divine union. Dear soul, now that you know how to recognize the divine signs and understand their meaning, you may be wondering, what comes next? How do you ensure that this transformation, this divine love that is aligning itself in your life, fully manifests? The answer is simple, yet profound. You must prepare yourself to receive it. Many people pray for love. They long for their soulmate. They ask the universe to bring them this sacred connection. But when the moment finally arrives, they hesitate. Not because they do not want it, but because they are not truly ready to receive it. And this, dear soul, is what you must focus on now. Because your soulmate has already made a decision. The universe has already given you signs, and now, the only thing left is for you to align yourself fully with what is coming. But how do you do this? How do you make sure that you are truly ready for what is about to unfold? It begins with faith. Faith is the bridge between where you are now and where you are meant to be. If you doubt, if you hesitate, if you second-guess the signs, you create resistance, and resistance slows down the process. But when you move in faith, when you trust in what is unfolding, you open the path for everything to happen exactly as it is meant to. So now, dear soul, I ask you, are you truly ready? Are you ready to embrace this love without fear? If the answer is yes, then I invite you to declare it right now. Say in your heart, or even in the comments below, I accept this divine love. I am ready to receive what is meant for me. Because when you speak your truth, you send out a signal to the universe. You show that you are aligned, that you are no longer doubting, that you are fully open to what is meant for you. But there is more, dear soul, because being ready does not just mean saying the words. It means embodying them. It means preparing your heart, your mind, and your energy for the love that is coming. And there are a few powerful ways to do this. First, you must release the past. Any lingering pain, any wounds that still hold weight in your heart, let them go. This love that is coming is not meant to be burdened by the past. It is meant to be pure, free, and open. And the only way to truly receive it is to make space for it. Second, you must raise your energy. Love exists on a high frequency, and if you want to attract it, you must align yourself with that energy. Focus on joy, on gratitude, on the belief that this love is already making its way to you. The more you stay in a state of love and trust, the faster this connection will unfold. And third, you must take inspired action. This does not mean chasing or forcing anything. It means being open to the opportunities that come your way. When a door opens, walk through it. When you feel guided to reach out, do so. When you sense that the universe is aligning something for you, trust it. Because, dear soul, the time is near. Your soulmate has already stepped forward in energy, and now it is your turn. This love is waiting for you. The final piece is in your hands. But there is still one last thing you must understand. Something that will ensure that this union happens in the most divine and powerful way possible. And what I am about to reveal next is the key to unlocking it all. Get ready, dear soul, because the most important message of all is about to be shared. Dear soul, now that you have taken the steps to align yourself with this divine love, you may be wondering, how will you know that this union is truly happening? How can you be sure that all of this is not just a beautiful dream, but a reality that is unfolding right before your eyes? The answer lies in the confirmation that the universe is already giving you. You see, love that is destined by God does not happen by chance. It follows a sacred path, one that has been carefully woven long before this lifetime. And now, dear soul, you are approaching the moment where everything will become clear. The signs you have seen, the feelings you have had, the energy that has been shifting. None of it has been accidental. They have all been guiding you toward one thing, the realization that your soulmate is already on their way. Right now, at this very moment, your soulmate is feeling the same pull toward you. Even if they do not fully understand it yet, even if they have been trying to resist it, their heart knows the truth, and that truth is that they belong with you. The decision they made was not a small one. It was life-changing. And as they move closer to you, they are beginning to feel the power of this connection in ways they never imagined. Perhaps they have been dreaming of you more often. Perhaps they have been seeing your name in unexpected places, hearing a song that reminds them of you, or feeling an unshakable sense that something is missing from their life. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations, signs from God that the time for union is near. But dear soul, here is something even more powerful. You are also receiving confirmations, and they are about to become even stronger. The more you align yourself with this love, the clearer the path will become. Doors will open that you never expected. Situations will shift in ways that make no logical sense but will feel undeniably right. You may find yourself in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, being guided toward the exact moment where everything aligns. And when that moment comes, dear soul, you must not hesitate. You must embrace it fully. Because when God brings two souls together, it is not just about love, it is about purpose. This union is meant to uplift both of you. to bring light into your lives, to create something greater than just romance. And when it happens, it will feel unlike anything you have ever known before. But there is still one final revelation that you must hear. Because while the universe has already confirmed this love, there is one last step that will determine how soon it will manifest. And what I am about to tell you, dear soul, is the key that will unlock the final stage of this divine journey. Prepare yourself, because what comes next is the final message that you have been waiting for. Dear soul, you have come so far. You have opened your heart to the divine signs. You have recognized the decision your soulmate has made, and you have prepared yourself to receive this love with faith and alignment. Now, there is only one final revelation left, one that holds the key to everything. You see, love is not just about timing, nor is it only about recognizing signs. Love is about alignment, and the universe, in all its wisdom, ensures that the most powerful unions do not happen until both souls are fully aligned with the love they are meant to receive. This means that even though your soulmate has made a decision, even though the universe is guiding you toward each other, there is still one last step that will determine how soon this love manifests into your reality. And that final step is surrender. Surrender does not mean waiting passively. It does not mean hoping without action. Surrender means trusting so deeply in what is coming that you no longer feel the need to question it. It means releasing control, letting go of the anxiety, the worry, the fear of when and how this love will arrive. Because the truth is, dear soul, it is already on its way. The moment your soulmate made their decision, the moment the universe sent you the signs, the path was set. The only thing left for you to do is allow it to unfold. But here is where many souls struggle. They try to control the process, to rush divine timing, to force things to happen before they are meant to. And in doing so, they create resistance, an energy that slows down what was already in motion. But you, dear soul, you are being called to do something different. You are being called to let go and trust completely. Because the moment you do, something incredible happens. The final barriers dissolve, the energy shifts completely, and suddenly, everything starts moving faster than you ever imagined. Your soulmate feels it. They feel the energetic space opening up, and without even realizing why, they feel an undeniable pull toward you. They feel the urgency to take action, to make their way to you, to step fully into the love they have been resisting for so long. This is why surrender is so powerful, because when you trust, you send a message to the universe that you believe in this love without doubt. And faith, dear soul, is the most powerful force in existence. So now I ask you, are you ready to take this final step? Are you ready to release the last threads of doubt, to let go of fear, and to allow this love to come to you naturally, without resistance? If your answer is yes, then declare it now. Say, I surrender to divine timing. I trust that my soulmate is on their way. I am ready to receive this love. Because when you speak it, you affirm it. And when you affirm it, you align yourself completely with what is already yours. And now, dear soul, all that remains is for you to watch as everything begins to unfold. Your soulmate has made their decision. The universe has confirmed this union, and you have taken the final step of surrender, allowing everything to come together in the most beautiful divine way. Trust in what is happening. Stay open to the signs. And most of all, be ready, because the love you have been waiting for is closer than ever before. It is already written, already destined, already making its way to you.